Let's look at the Access One Play assignment. Remember, you have to use a PC. There is no Access available on a Mac. We're going to download that SciFi link using the same procedure we've done before. I already did that part, and in my Downloads folder, I will double-click on the file to open it. And I had just done this, so I didn't have to enable content at the top, but you'll have to, of course. Think about this as being similar to a PowerPoint screen. On the left, we'll have a navigation pane with our objects, and on the right-hand side is where we'll do our work. Right now, there's one existing object. It is a table, and the name of the table is Book. All tables are what contains the data, the actual information we'll be using for our database. As we get more objects, they will be listed on the left, just as Word has pages, and Excel has worksheets, and PowerPoint has slides, Access has objects. Let's go back to the instructions. If you have an antivirus running, you may get some set of warnings that you'll have to click past. I left that for you to read, but it's very common because Access is easy to embed viruses into, so that's why they do that. So I'll leave you to read those notes. And the first instruction here is to double-click to open the table. And the most important thing to understand about Access is that there are many different views. Well, Word had views, we didn't use them. Excel had views, we had the normal view, and we had the page layout view, and we had the formulas view. PowerPoint has views too, and in Access, the views really help us to keep track of what we're trying to do. So we're going to open the file. Let me just read a couple of notes here. Look at the information in the table. Note the column headings. Oops, we have a spelling error, so let's go fix that. We'll do that first. I'm going to double-click on the table to open it, or I could right-click on it and open it either in the Datasheet view or the Design view. We're doing Datasheet view right now. Either way is fine. And if you look at it, it looks kind of like a spreadsheet, except there's not much in it. There are column headings A, B, C, D, E in Spreadsheet in Excel, but here they're called ID, book code, oops, spelling error, on-hand price, etc. Okay? And up in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a protractor that gives you right now a chance to change views. That's on the Home tab too, by the way. So on the Home tab, under Views, you can switch back and forth between the views. If we want to make a change to the formatting, which we do because title is misspelled, we'll switch to the Design view. And you see here, I have a list of all of the field names and the data types. Well, you remember we did lots of data types in Excel, and we'll do the same thing here too. It's even more important here. I'm going to click on Title, and I'll just respell it T-I-T-L-E, and press the Enter key, just like Excel, and so that's taken care of. I'll switch back here and see what I'm supposed to do next. Change data types. In the On-Hand field, it's currently text format, which means letters, and we're supposed to change it to number format. Okie doke. So I'll find the On-Hand field and notice that it says it's short text. I'm going to click on that field, click the drop-down arrow, and change it from short text to number. I'll let you take a glance at that. Those are all the different data types available to use in Access. Alrighty. And down here at the bottom, they didn't ask us to do anything with the field properties, but we'll come back in a second and do some of those. It's just more formatting, that's all. And also the price field is currently number format, but price, that's right, it's a number, but it's really currency. It's money format. So let's click on price data type, and we'll change that to currency. I said to change the year published to a number instead of a text because we might want to do math with it, like how many years since the book was published. This is an important concept because a phone number, for example, you're not going to do math with a phone number, so it would be a text type. And a zip code, you don't do math with a zip code. You do it, it's just a plain old number, so we'll use it as type text. So the question to ask is whether you're going to do math with it. So year published, I'm going to change to a number. In other situations, you might leave that as text, but in this case, we're going to change it to a number. So those were changes to the actual data types. Now we're going to change some of the properties. It's the same thing, but just the bottom half of the screen. Look back on the price item, field properties, and there's a caption row there so that we can change the caption of it. First, let's switch back to the data sheet view so you can see that gotta save the table first. You change some of your field types. You might have a problem there. Yes, it's okay. If you look here, it's currently called price for the book. And you see now there's $sign in there because we change it to a currency type. So let's switch back to the datasheet view. Since that's the view I want, the one with the compass and the ruler and everything. It's not a compass. If we go to price, we can come down here in the bottom and find the caption row. Do you see it? Find the caption row. And what that does is put a fake name at the top. We're going to call it book price instead. See? So it doesn't change the actual field name. It only changes what shows up on the screen. Every time we make those changes and then switch views, we'll have to do that. And you see now that it says book price. Okay, what's next? On the book change, on the book code field in properties, make it required. And that's so that you can be sure that you never have a book without a field or without a type. So I'm going to change back to the design view. And let's look down here at the bottom. Oh, I got to get the other field. The book code, click on the field. You can see from your peripheral vision it keeps changing. And then down here at the bottom, one of these is required. And right now it says no. I'm going to change it to yes. So I'll click on it. And then I have to go way over here to the right hand side. Click the drop down arrow. And then I can come back and click yes. Yeah, I know, it's not the greatest interface, is it? So now I have, yes, the book code is required. All right, what's next? When you switch after changing views, you get this data integrity. So let me switch back, just so you can see. You get that, it keeps nagging at me, and that's good because it's saving the data for me, and it's giving me warnings. Okay, well this is 9 minutes, so why don't we stop here and then we'll make a new video with the next set.